Justin, obviously tough result, but getting on the score sheet, being involved up top once again. How did you experience this one?
Yeah, definitely grateful to score my first goal, and especially in front of the home fans. Been working for that for a couple games, but just a sour taste in the mouth when you got 2 games in a row, we're up 2-1, and we can't hold on to it. So I think it's something for everyone in the team to look back at, kind of self-reflect, dig deep into what we are trying to do, and I think that's it right now. You gotta look back and see what's not going right, because something isn't.
And do you think it is mainly a mentality thing? I mean, obviously it's kind of a quick sucker punch goal, and then it all kind of went south from there. But I mean, is it a mentality issue?
Again, can't quite say yes or no, but I mean, you do have to look in the mirror. There has to be that at play, right? I mean, again, 2 leads that we couldn't close, and we work really hard to get those, and so probably a bit of that, and a bit of other things that we all need to look at ourselves in the mirror about.
Justin, obviously the record of this team, but with regards to the current form of the team, is that kind of a silver lining that this team actually plays well, it executes well, the rivals that you guys face don't walk all over you or make the team look bad in a way. You guys are a good team. Is that something to continue to try and build on?
Yeah, I do believe we're a good team. I do believe we have good players, good pieces, good coaches, and I think that at the end of the day, it's a business of results. So we can do all these right things, but it's about wins and losses. To be completely honest, I'd rather have 20% possession and win the game than to be playing well and losing, in my personal opinion.
With your role in the team, just looking at that, obviously hardworking role that you've been put into in terms of you're backing down a lot of people, trying to win a lot of those flick-ons, things to hold up play. Do you find that the role is emphasizing your strengths in the team too?
Of course. I think that, when I came here, the team knew what they wanted out of a forward, and I knew what I brought to the table in that. So, definitely that is a role that the team wanted, and I'm willing and capable of doing. And I think that our teams and me personally, the best is still to come.
The wrong end of the comeback again. What is there to say for right now?
I thought this was a bad performance from the opening whistle, and it was the complete opposite performance of New Mexico last weekend, where we had a lot of energy. With that being said, you're still up 2-1 and 2 goals in 5 minutes in the second week in a row. So we're losing games by 1 goal every single week. So I need to look at myself in the mirror, and because something's not right here. So to do that 2 weeks in a row, I have to look at myself in the mirror and look at changing some things.
And Vasiljevic, is there anything you can say about him right now?
Yeah, we put him in. He tightened up on the hamstring. We'll have to see on Monday how he looks.
With the way things have gone early on, it did look early first half. It looked like things were kind of knitting together well in midfield, but wasn't creating a lot of genuine chances. Is there anything that you can say in terms of just how that wasn't translating into something at the top end?
I think in the first half we were able to push them down, right? Especially on that left-hand side. You saw Tony a few times enter, and to be honest, I think the way we got that the penalty kick was textbook of what we work on. A little 1-2 with the center back out to in centrally. They had a flat 5, right? It was. I think JD was moving. I thought our forwards were busy. It was a bit hard to break down. So that's how I look at that, right? We were entering. They were low. It was a bit hard to break down. I would have liked to get more outside shots, maybe. You can't just force the ball through put a needle in a haystack every time, right? Like we got to mix it up a bit, get some wide entries a bit.
Brian, obviously in a 3-week in a 3-match week, you have the U.S. Open Cup. Teams in the USL usually approach the U.S. Open Cup in questionable manners until they start advancing. The current form of the team, does it make things more complicated as to how you approach this
I
match?
think so. I think this group needs a win, right? And we've been saying that for a long time. We were close against New Mexico, close today. But we need to get on the other side of the needle, and for us with confidence. I think last week it affected us a bit. I have to be honest with that. You could even tell when we're up 1-0, right? Fear of failure a little bit. Instead of going for the second one right away, we looked a bit shaky in the back line. To answer your question, I'm rambling now because I have a lot of thoughts in my head. But yeah, our group needs a win.
And going off of what you just said, that being said, Brian, perhaps the problem with this team is starting to become between the years instead of the execution on the field of play?
100%, right? This was a hard start. We knew with the schedule. We knew with a lot of things. We had it semi last year, but we were able to get over the hump with the 3-0 victory over Louisville. We added another game to the beginning, and it's hard to get out of this when you start, believe me. And, mentally and tactically as well. I didn't think it was good enough tactically, and I take responsibility, and I have to look at myself in the mirror.
Obviamente, Yuma, tú eres una de las figuras más importantes de este club. Tu regreso a acción en esta temporada, para empezar por allí, ¿cómo te sentiste el día de hoy en los minutos que jugaste?
Bien, bueno, salió en un momento del partido difícil. Ya vamos 3-2 abajo. Pero con mucha energía, con muchas ganas. Yo necesito jugar, quiero competir y entreno por ello cada día para ello.
Bueno, la forma del equipo ahorita en el momento que pasa, el funcionamiento del equipo está ahí, quizá no es como si el rival les pasa por encima. Eso no ha sucedido en estos juegos. Eso me imagino que nomás le suma la frustración, que no se pueden sacar los resultados, ¿o no?
Sí, pero cuando un equipo no gana, al final la frustración se tiene que hacer en ser un equipo más fuerte, más competitivo, como una familia. Si pierdes, pierden todos, si ganan, ganamos todos. Pero creo que el problema no es no ganar, el problema es, yo creo que necesitamos más energía. Necesitamos meterle más a los partidos, meterle más intensidad. Vamos, remontamos un partido, nos ponemos por delante. Otra vez hoy nos vuelve a pasar lo mismo, igual que en Nuevo México. No puede pasar. Hay que ser inteligentes, hay que parar el partido, hay que hacer otro tipo de cosas. En un partido hay muchos partidos a la vez y necesitamos hacerlo.
La última pregunta para mí, se presenta una semana donde se juegan 3 partidos, obviamente una oportunidad para hacer algo que nunca se ha sucedido en este club, es ganar un partido de US Open Cup. Bienvenido a ese reto y quizá una oportunidad para sacar una victoria como se debe a cabo y el inicio quizá les pueda dar una chispa para
es que creo que puede ser un partido que no... A ver, va a ser un rival difícil, Omaha. Tiene buenos jugadores, es un equipo de Oselgman, pero es un equipo muy buen equipo. Creo que, bueno, el coach no sé lo que habrá dicho él, pero tienen que jugar los jugadores que quieren competir y que quieren ganar. Una victoria te puede ir, a raíz de ahí puedes hacer muchas victorias. Vamos luego a Tampa, es un rival muy difícil. Yo creo que el vestuario tiene que centrarse en... Ahora tenemos otro partido en Wednesday, el miércoles. Hay que intentar ganar ese partido, pero no solo por la historia del club, sino por nosotros. Porque el sábado hay una plaza muy difícil que es Tampa.